first question po for Father. How different will this be from the first generation wise?
Okay, una sa lahat, ibang-iba ang kabataan ngayon. So I think that by itself will define the change of the YSpeak 2.0. No? Pangalawa, if you notice, mas maraming segments itong YSpeak ngayon. Kasi the original YSpeak was very limited yung segments, mostly the debate. No? So this time, we have several, 4 or 5 segments. No? So, plus, you have a bigger, broader pool of hosts, which I think gives it a very different flavor also. No? I think basically the change will be, iba ang timpla ng kabataan ngayon. So, iba rin ang timpla ng YSpeak 2.0.
Thank you, Father. And for the 4 hosts, ano yung reaction nyo when this was offered to you, or did you have to audition for this? And kung pwede nyo rin banggitin, ano yung mga topics that you wish to tackle here? Thank you.
Aya.
Ako na nga pangalay ng,
Ladies first.
ng aming klase. Thank you, Ate Kate. Yun, ano nga po rin yung tanong? Reaction. Okay.
Audition and all.
For me, di ko po kasi naabutan yung YSpeak noon, pero masasabi ko na dream come true siya kasi lagi siyang nire-refer nila Robbie, nila Ai, yung mga dating host na sana kung napanood niyo yung YSpeak before, lagi siyang reference. Meron din ako mga napapanood na clip, kahit nung nasa school pa ako, na clips from YSpeak. Kaya for me, masasabi ko, dream come true ito. Ako yung huli sa in-announce na host, kaya sinasabi ko nga sa kanila, Father, na nung nalaman ko pa lang na meron ng show na YSpeak, kahit hindi ako host, masayang-masaya na ako. Kaya nung naging host ako, sobrang mas naging masaya. Very active ako sa student leadership growing up. Scholar din ako ng bayan, katulad ni Elijah, mula high school hanggang college. Kaya nasa dugo at puso ko ang ganitong talakayan at kamalayan. At umaasa ako na sa YSpeak, maging excited yung youth, na maging kasama sa mga ganitong usapin, katulad ng kung paano ako naging excited na makibahagi sa mga ganitong usapin growing up up to this day. I am very much involved in sustainable livelihood, kaya kapag usaping environmental, circular economy, at sustainable livelihood, marami akong karanasan on the ground. Kaya yun, kanila naman.
Thank you, Aya.
Saka suki na rin si Aya sa mga events. Madalas natin siyang kinukuhang host. Ayan. River?
So ako nung binanggit sa akin to ni Father, ako nagulat ako. Kasi actually, siguro backstory lang, I was very active in student politics in college. So ako I ran for yung mga student council, government. Pero during that time, na-traumatize ako sa politics. Sa college pa lang, you already get to see the dirty side of politics. So sabi ko, from that point on after college, sabi ko, I don't want anything to do with politics. Till I met Father Tito. We met during Journeys of Hope after my PBB stint. Si Father Tito interviewed me for Journeys of Hope. And we had a conversation, and I told him na, I want to do something more than acting. I believe na, we're given this platform to be able to make better change. Then Father mentioned to me about YSpeak. Ako, hindi ko rin naabutan yung YSpeak. Parang bata pa ako, parang 3 years old pa lang ako ata nung pinapalabas yung YSpeak. So hindi ko talaga naabutan. But then Father told me how much of an impact it had on the youth back day. And sabi ko, Father, what's this about? Is it politics? Is it what will this show be about? Sabi niya, it won't just be about politics. It will also be about whatever actually you want to talk about, whatever you suggest. And ako, I'm a big advocate of mental health. I'm a big advocate of the environment. And then I realized, nung sabi ni Father sa akin na, why don't you become one of the hosts? Sabi ko, I realized na you can't run away from politics eh. If you really care about the country, if you really care about the Philippines, if you really want change, hindi mo matatakasan. You have to face it. And I think all of us has to face it also. Kaya I'm very happy and honored to be part of this show. And ako, I'm very excited for what the show can offer and the impact it can bring to the youth.
Thank you, River. Robbie?
Alright, so hello Miss Kat, nice to see you again po. Ang initial reaction ko po, I was so excited. I was surprised na Father Tito chose me to be one of the hosts because sa umpisa I did not have any knowledge na babalik ang Y-Speak. Pero nung nalaman ko na Father Tito was considering me, I was actually telling Tita Monch, Father Tito, Tita Monch, pakisabi ko po kay Father Tito, kahit wala po akong bayad, I'll be a host. Because I was
Finance,
truly-
paki-record nyo na. Dinodonate ang talent.
Sa akin na lang daw po.
anyways, my reaction was like this because I joined the showbiz industry about 2 years ago, and what I was praying for in this experience and opportunity was makahanap po ako ng purpose. And my background and experience teaches me that to find purpose, you must find connection. And how else? There's no better way for me than to use media, to use a platform like this, that, you know, tinatalakay namin yung kaalaman na hindi naman alam at kabisado ng standard youth dito sa Pilipinas. We are privileged to have this opportunity to access information that we can share to connect with more youth and more people. And there's no other greater opportunity than that, I believe, to, you know, find that purpose and discover that purpose. And yeah, I'm very grateful for being here with my co-host and Father Tito, and I can't wait to get started. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for waiving your talent fee.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure about that.
Nadagdag na 3 more hosts na rin.
And donating ito.
I'm sure tinetext na ako ni Monch. Disregard. Sasabihin niya.
Tita mo, sumusugod na dito. Ako po, ang involvement ko with this started last year pa, actually. I met Father Tito during the 2nd Trillion Peso March, yung rally sa White Plains. So I met him there, and my tita introduced me to Father Tito, and of course, I mean, who doesn't know Father Tito, right? So I introduced myself, and then sabi ni Father Tito, he wants to reach out nga daw for this passion project that he feels like it's really important and urgent to do, and he wants to form a civics education based program and conceptualize it. So after, sabi namin next year na tayo magkita, siguro let's just finish what we have to do now. So we saw each other January 3, I remember that. Basta sa isang restaurant. Tapos we were talking about what the youth needs now, what the country needs now more than ever. Tapos ang dami namin mga ideas, right? Going to communities and really immersing ourselves different sectors and different communities. Tapos nabanggit ni Father, do you know Y-Speak? Sabi ko, no. What's Y-Speak? I'm sorry. I don't know what Y-Speak is. Sabi niya, sige nga, can you check it out? Baka pwedeng ganun klase yung program na ma-conceptualize natin. So I searched it, did my research, I watched some clips, asked my friends who knew about it na big fans of the show as well. So, nung nalaman ko na it was a really, really big show and basically a movement back then, sabi ko kay Father, why not Y-Speak na lang yung gawin natin, Father? Like, a different version. Tapos, Father got so excited and then nabuo na tong program na to. So, this is surreal actually na we're here now and we're doing Y-Speak 2.0 because, you know, this is all coming from Father, yung love niya for the country, love for the youth, and I guess yung gusto natin lahat ng change, di ba? And I think Y-Speak will start a movement, And I'm just really privileged and honored to be here and blessed to be one of the hosts. I'd love to talk about a lot of things in this show. I'd love to learn more. Actually, I know na madami pa akong hindi alam, and I'd love to immerse and meet different sectors, different communities, and generally like these guys, di ba, may mga specific tayo mga advocacies. Like mine are mental health, safe spaces, definitely, and autism awareness for sure. So yun yung mga sa akin po. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. And ang ganda ng dynamic ng mga hosts natin. Diba? Talagang very articulate and outspoken. Okay, our next question will come from Mark Nelson Garcia of Pulp.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Mark. I'm an intern from Pulp Magazine and one of the youth that's very excited po to consume this media, and I think it's a very good platform. So my first question po is for Direk and Father. So with the previous iteration receiving many awards and accolades, how does that influence po your approach to Why Speak 2.0 po?
Well, syempre we don't really want to think about awards. I think the biggest takeaway would be we just want to provide a safe space. Kasi when we were talking about it, it's all about spaces. It's all about face-to-face. Kasi minsan nagtatanong ka pa lang, binabara ka na eh. Di ba? Online. You don't even see the guy, you don't even know the guy, you don't even know his name. So it would be nice to really talk about things. And we've talked to our fans, parang we're gonna include everyone, political inclination, religious inclination. We plan to include everyone because that's what's necessary in today's world. It's so easy to misunderstand because you don't know. So what we have to do is we have to live through the eyes of the other person, and the only way you do it is to look him in the face. Diba? So, I mean, if we get that, then that's the award in itself. If the awards come, then we'll be extremely happy. We just want to keep going because we've always felt that, you know, when fans told me that we're gonna do Why Speak, I was like, this is the perfect time because everyone is just going to hell already. So si fans is swooping in just at the right time. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. I have another question naman po. This is for our hosts. Anyone could answer. So, at a time like this, what message for us youth do you believe we need to hear the most? And how do you think you will deliver that in the show? Okay, sorry, I'll restructure that po. So, at a time like this, as hosts of Why Speak 2.0, what message do you believe do us youth need to hear the most?
That we're capable of change. Yun siguro one of the things that we should take agency, na we do play a part in the society, in this ecosystem that we live in. And yung pagkawala ng pag-asa, nowadays marami sa atin nakakaramdam niyan dahil sa may gerang nangyayari, madami nangyayaring korupsyon dito sa bansa natin. So, ang dami nating nararamdaman, di ba? And lalo yung youth, napaka-uncertain nung kinabukasan natin. And dito sa show na to, yung gusto naming maparamdam at mapakita sa mga audiences, lalo sa kabataan, ay maging bukas tayo sa pakikinig sa isa't isa, maging bukas tayo sa diskurso, maging bukas tayo sa opinion ng isa't isa, at baka maging payapa kahit papano, and lumalim yung empathy natin for everybody in this country.
Para magdagdag sa sinabi ni Elijah, ang dami nangyayari ngayon, no? Grabe, idagdag mo pa yung social media, kaya lahat merong plataforma para magsalita. Siguro para sa akin, ang pinakamahalaga na marinig ng kabataan ngayon ay sa kabila ng lahat ng nangyayari, ngayon ang panahon para hindi maging manhid, hindi mag-back down, hindi mag-freeze, kasi valid naman, may tendency tayo na maging overwhelmed kasi ang dami nga naman talaga nakaka-stress. Pero hindi yun yung panahon ngayon. Now is the time to even rise up, listen, discern, and act. At nandito kami para maging less intimidating and less overwhelming yung diskursong politikal. Salamat sa question mo.
River?
And siguro to add na there is hope. Ang daming tao now na feeling na hopeless na ang mundo. The world is going to end. Pero I think people should believe na there's always hope.
Robbie?
Para sa akin naman po, my hope is that this show, in its mission na to transition yung pananaw ng ating youth at yung mga tao dito sa Pilipinas sa isang direction na it is not hopeless like what my co-host said, but more important than that, the hope starts with you. It starts with all of us. At kung aayusin lang po natin ang pananaw natin sa pamamagitan ng kaalaman or mag-introduce or pagtalakay ng kaalaman through the people that we will be interviewing, through the debates, the discord of culture, politics, economics, we will be able to create a more well-rounded perspective on what reality really is and how as individuals we can conduct ourselves to uplift our country together. Thank you.
Kahit hindi ako tinatanong, pwede ba ako?
Yes, Father.
Hindi, joke lang. Hindi, siguro lang una sa lahat, gusto ko sabihin na siguro naman you will agree with me na hindi tayo nagkamali ng pagpili ng host.
Yes.
Diba? Pero siguro, sa darating kasi na Tuesday, death anniversary ni Pope Francis. And kung meron isang taong nag-shape ng pananaw ko from the time of the pandemic, si Pope Francis, meron siyang napakahalaga na sinabi nung panahon ng pandemic, September 2020. Sabi ni Pope Francis, may krisis, hindi mo pipiliin ang krisis mangyayari ang krisis, di ba? Sabi niya, pero ang natura ng krisis, hindi ka lalabas na pareho. Either you will come out worse or better. Pero pwede mong piliin, sabi niya. Para ka lumabas na mas mahusay, you need to see clearly, choose well, and act right. Siguro yun din yung isa sa mga hangarin ng YSP, matulungan ng kabataan na higit na makita ng malinaw ang nangyayari. No? At kung malinaw yung pagkita, kasi ang problema fake news di ba? Pero kung malinaw ang pagpananaw at ang pag-unawa at ang facts, higit tayong mas makakapili ng mabuti, di ba? At makakakilos ng tama. Siguro mahalaga yon na lagi natin tandaan, yan ang kumbaga, yan ang overarching filosofiya ng YSpeak. See clearly, choose well, act right. And magpapasalamat tayo kay Pope Francis dun sa paalala na yun. So, thank you.
Amen to that, Father. Thank you, Mark. By the way, ang YSpeak noon ay consistent winner bilang Best Public Affairs Program sa Catholic Mass Media Awards, Star Awards, and sa Golden Dove Awards. Ang susunod na magtatanong ay ang very candid na influencer from the Manila feed, no other than Chad Rosete.
Hello, good morning, and Chad. So for my first question, for the host, how challenging for you na gawin yung show, especially for Robbie at saka si River na parang hindi alam lahat ng tao, na parang outspoken or very vocal, no? So how challenging for you? And during your immersion, ano yung mga nakuha niyong tips and advice from the original host?
Okay, the challenge for me, it comes with the process. I believe all of us will find or see that to be a good host,